Hello everyone, I'm your friend, Teacher Sam, and today we're diving into the world of English academic vocabulary. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about academic vocabulary? Well, it's not just about sounding smart, it's about precision, clarity, and confidence. Yes, confidence. When you have a solid grasp of academic vocabulary, you're not just expanding your word bank, you're enhancing your ability to express complex ideas and thoughts more effectively. Imagine having a conversation where you can accurately communicate your thoughts without feeling lost or misunderstood. That's the power of academic vocabulary. It's like having a secret weapon in your language arsenal. And the best part, it's not as difficult as it sounds. With consistent practice and the right strategies, anyone can master academic vocabulary. So, are you ready to enhance your English conversation skills? Buckle up, my friends. First, let's get to know what academic vocabulary means. Academic vocabulary refers to the words and phrases that are predominantly used in educational or scholarly settings. These are not words that you'd typically hear in everyday casual conversations, but rather they are specialized terms that you'd find in textbooks, research papers, lectures, or discussions on complex topics. Now, you may be wondering, why do I need to learn these words? They sound so formal and intimidating. Well, that's precisely the point. Academic vocabulary equips you with the language needed to understand and discuss complex ideas. This makes your communication more precise, clear, and dare I say, impressive. Let's look at some common examples of academic vocabulary. Words like analyze, interpret, context, concept, strategy, principle, theory, hypothesis, variable, significant, and evidence. These words might seem daunting at first, but they are incredibly useful for expressing complex thoughts and ideas. For instance, instead of saying, "I think about it a lot," you could say, "I analyze it thoroughly." But it's not just about using big words to sound smart. Academic vocabulary also helps you to structure your thoughts and arguments more logically. It provides a framework for you to present your ideas in a way that's easy for others to understand and engage with. Don't worry if you're feeling a little overwhelmed right now. Remember, like any other skill, mastering academic vocabulary takes time and practice. It's not something you can achieve overnight, but the good news is, every word you learn adds to your intellectual toolset, making you a more confident and effective communicator. Now that you have an idea of what academic vocabulary is, we can explore how it can improve your confidence in conversation. Remember, the goal here is not to memorize a list of big words, but to understand how these words can help you express your thoughts more clearly and effectively. So, stick around as we delve deeper into the world of academic vocabulary. You might wonder how these academic words fit into everyday conversation. Let's find out. Academic vocabulary is not just for the classroom or scholarly articles. It's a tool for enhancing conversations, making them clearer and more fluent. By integrating these words into your speech, you can express complex ideas with precision and ease. You can engage in more profound discussions and demonstrate your knowledge in various subjects. Let's take a look at some examples. Imagine you're discussing a recent news story about climate change. Instead of saying, "The weather is getting weird because of pollution," you could say, "The increasing prevalence of extreme weather events is attributable to anthropogenic climate change." In this sentence, words like prevalence, extreme weather events, and anthropogenic lend a level of sophistication and clarity to your statement. Here's another scenario. Suppose you're talking about the latest novel you've read. Instead of saying, "The book was really good because it made me feel things," you could express, "The novel was exceptionally compelling due to its evocative narrative." Here, compelling and evocative narrative are examples of academic vocabulary that provide a more precise and insightful description of your experience. Now let's consider a conversation about technology. Instead of saying, "Phones are getting really advanced these days," you could articulate, "The rapid advancement in mobile technology is truly astounding." Here, the phrase rapid advancement and the word astounding are academic vocabulary that enrich the conversation. Remember, the purpose of using academic vocabulary in conversation is not to show off or confuse others. Instead, it's about enhancing the clarity and depth of your communication, making your conversations more engaging and insightful. It's about expressing your thoughts with precision and understanding others when they do the same. As you can see, using academic vocabulary in your conversation can make a big difference in your communication skills. All right, now that you're aware of the power of academic vocabulary, how about some tips to improve it? Let's dive right in. First off, reading is a cornerstone of vocabulary growth. Immerse yourself in a variety of texts, from scientific articles to philosophical essays and from historical books to modern novels. As you read, take note of unfamiliar words and phrases, look them up, understand their usage, and add them to your vocabulary list. The beauty of this approach is that you encounter words in their natural habitat, giving you a clear context of how they should be used. Next, let's talk about writing. It's one thing to understand a word, but another to use it appropriately. So, start writing. It could be essays, research papers, or daily journal entries. The key here is to intentionally use the academic vocabulary you've been learning. Don't shy away from using complex words. The more you use them, the more comfortable you'll become. Now, on to speaking. It's important to practice speaking using academic vocabulary. This might seem daunting at first, but it's crucial for truly mastering these words. Start small, use the new words in daily conversations, or practice speaking alone. You can even record yourself to identify areas of improvement. Lastly, don't forget about repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning after all. Review your vocabulary list regularly. Use flashcards, mobile apps, or old-school notebooks. Whatever method you choose, make sure you revisit these words until they become a part of your natural language. And don't be too hard on yourself. Learning is a journey, not a race. You'll stumble, you'll forget words, and that's completely okay. The important thing is to keep going, keep learning, and keep using these words until they stick. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, keep using these tips to enhance your academic vocabulary. It's a surefire way to boost your confidence in any conversation, whether it's a casual chat or a formal discussion. So what are you waiting for? Dive into the world of academic vocabulary and watch your language skills soar. So we've learned about academic vocabulary, its role in conversation, and some ways to improve it. Now let's summarize the main points and highlight the benefits. Improving your English academic vocabulary can significantly enhance your communication skills. It allows you to express complex ideas succinctly and accurately. Moreover, a strong academic vocabulary can make you more confident in conversation. Whether you're engaging in an intellectual debate or simply chatting with friends, a robust vocabulary can help you articulate your thoughts more effectively. But the benefits don't stop at conversation. By enhancing your academic vocabulary, you also improve your reading comprehension, academic writing, and even your performance on standardized tests. In the grand scheme of things, a rich vocabulary is more than just a tool for communication. It's a key that unlocks deeper understanding and fosters intellectual growth. With improved academic vocabulary, you'll not only boost your confidence in conversation, but also take your English skills to new heights. So, keep practicing, and remember, your friend Teacher Sam is here to guide you on your language learning journey.